Well, hello and welcome to On the Patio with Mr. D. Hey, today we're going to do a follow-up on the Insta360 Go 3S. It's almost a year since I've had it, so we're going to give a year follow-up video on this, and also about the cage. I'm getting questions about if I kept the cage or didn't keep the cage, and so we're going to talk about that today and find out what's going on. And it's been a while since I've used this camera, so I'm not sure if everything's working right. So hey, we'll find out later on. We'll be back in a bit. Hi guys, I did finally get the Go 3S to shut off at the pod. Don't know what's going on there. I don't think I have the screen, and I don't. Now I wonder if it blacks out when it's on the application. We're going to find that out later, but right now we're just I don't know what's going on. I think the pod is in op. I couldn't get it to shut the camera off. Now I got later in my ride, I stopped, reached over, hit that button again, and then it finally kicked in. So I don't know what's going on. That's disappointing. Well, anyway, we're going to get out of here, continue our ride. We'll see you at the coffee shop. Well guys, hey, I made a mistake. I thought the LCD quit working, but I forgot. Once you put it in the application, it blacks out the LCD. Now I have the LCD working, I've got the application shut off, and everything's working fine. So take that bad report out. So that was stupid on my part. Anyway, we're going to continue our ride here, guys, and testing out and following up on the 3S camera. And you know, my biggest problem with this camera, and it's not a huge problem, but it is a kind of a huge problem, is that if you put it into just the little tiny camera itself, you're limited to 30 minutes at best. And I found out that's about 20 minutes, and it'll quit recording and doing all that kind of stuff. And then you got to put it back into the pod for it to charge up. That kind of sucks. So you have to learn to limit your shooting or keep it in the pod. Now, if you're going to keep it in the pod, you might as well just have a GoPro. So that's one of the drawbacks. Now, as far as the cage that I put on, and I did a video on it, and I'll put the link down below here. Anyway, that particular cage comes in with these two mechanical screws that have the GoPro mount that looks like that. And if you want to use your quick disconnect, you have to take those off. Now, I got asked if I had taken that, or first of all, I was asked if I even kept the cage, because I had a lot of bad reviews on it because of the non-removable leg thingies and not being able to use your quick disconnect. And so what I did is I took the screws off, I used the quick disconnect, and it has two cold shoes, so that's really the good thing. And then it has that large thumb screw that's on the cage. I really don't care for that too much. So anyway, we're going to continue our ride, and we'll be back in a bit. Well, hey guys, we are over here at Dutch Brothers, and I just basically had to relearn the camera because I forgot that the LCD screen shuts off when the app is turned on. And then when I couldn't get it to shut off, I guess I wasn't holding in the off button long enough or something like that. But now it's operating fine, LCD works, everything's working. Now this is the system I've got right now, and what makes this so good is because I can use the quick disconnect, and then the quick disconnect on the bike, which is right here. So you can see how it would hinder me to use the cage with the two little legs that come down. So for me, it's best to take it off. I was not going to keep that cage, and I'll put the name of the cage in the description, because it does have two cold shoes, and that's the plus. I just didn't like the big thumb screw on the side. I like the ones that clip in, but other than that, it's a good stout cage. It's metal, and it'll do its thing in case the camera falls. Now it does come with a silicone lens cover, but I lost that sucker somewhere. I don't know where it is. So unfortunately I don't have that no more. But anyway, hey, we're out just doing some test footage here to see how well this camera operates. Now, you saw this morning, I don't use it very often because I don't. It kind of, because of its shortcoming of the taking it out of the pod and you get maybe 20 minutes, that's the reason I don't use it as much, and I use my GoPro. So hey, I'll be back in a minute. I had to break for a minute because my girl called me for my coffee, and my Dutch Brothers is right here, and I like this coffee. I kind of flip-flop between Starbucks and Dutch Brothers. I know I'm getting off subject, but I just want to tell you, Dutch Brother uses a different system. Like, for instance, I like a mocha latte. Now I'm going to go way off subject. I like a mocha latte. Now, standard mocha lattes are made with chocolate syrup, espresso, steamed milk. This is the Starbucks one. And I always get no foam, no whip. Now, the difference here at Dutch Brothers, they make their mocha latte not using chocolate syrup at all. They use the espresso with chocolate milk. But it makes it way too sweet. So what they do for me is I want 50-50, half 2%, half chocolate milk, and a little bit of cinnamon, and I'm good to go. That is a great recipe. If you guys have never tried a mocha latte, add a little bit of Torani liquid cinnamon. Not a lot, a little bit. It's fun. Anyway, hey, we're going to get back to our follow-up review on the Insta360 Go 3. I'm going to look at the footage we've already shot, so hey, we'll be back in a bit. Alright guys, hey, we're going to wrap it up out here. I'm going to keep this video short, but we were doing a follow-up on the Insta360 Go 3S. Now I've had it almost a year, or pretty close, I'm not really sure. One of the things is I forgot how to use it. But anyway, it's a good camera, but it's not a primary action camera. It is definitely not. It is more of a secondary camera, and that's because of its limited time to record outside the pod. And if it's inside the pod, it's the same thing as an action camera, so it kind of defeats its purpose. But as far as a secondary camera or a novelty camera, if you're going into a place where you want to have a very, very small camera and record in a specific area, hey, this will work fine. But other than that, it works well. The cage that I had questions about, the only thing I don't like is the thumb screw on it and the two GoPro prongs that are screwed onto the base of the cage. So I took those off so I could use my quick disconnect systems, and that works really well. So I just don't use that hold down tang, but it does have two cold shoes on it, which is a plus. So yeah, I kept it, and that was the question I had, is if I kept that cage or not, because when I first did the video on the cage, I wasn't sure if I was going to keep it or not, but I did keep it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you on the next one.